George, look, you've been in the business quite a bit. I want to say you're fourth generation mover. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, we say it. Well, I say it pretty consistently. Four generations. My family has been in the moving industry. I'm a fourth generation mover, but we never really get into it. It's just a quick blip. I was told in a training class a very long time ago, what dif- differs you from somebody else, and how do you know you're not a fly by night company here today, going tomorrow? Well, we're
Yeah.
going on 14 plus years in the business that I have opened my own, but also I'm a fourth generation mover. So from Rhode Island, from local. So my family has been in the transportation business for decades, longer than I was alive. And to me, again, we kind of glance over it and, oh, it's a fourth generation mover. That doesn't mean anything to the client. But at the end of the day, that means a lot because it's a lot of experience, a lot of understanding what goes into making a successful move, seeing bad product, hearing horror stories. And then those are the things that we want to make sure that we capture on to make sure it doesn't happen. And if it does happen, that we have a good resolve and we're quick with it. It's not something that's going to get dragged out.
Tell us a little bit about your story, about how, number one, you decided to get into this, and then number two, who you are, your processes, why, the why.
As I said, I've been moving literally since I was 8 years old. I moved my first grandfather clock with my grandfather at about 12 years old. Moved my first baby grand piano probably around 13 years old with an uncle, a cousin, my grandfather. So, you know, I was born into it, right? So to me, I always liked doing the moving. It was always something different every day. It wasn't coming back to the same cubicle every day, seeing the same four walls. Every day was different, and every day has its own challenges. So to me, one, I enjoy trying to find a solution to a challenge, and something new every day was always something good. It was just different, right? I went to New England Tech locally to learn automotive and get good with my hands, and I loved working on cars. But to me, it was a hobby, right? I liked it, I loved it, it was great, but it wasn't the profession I wanted. I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I always knew I wanted to own a business. And I was with a family owned company. I wanted to grow at that facility, and there wasn't space for it. It was kind of, I was at my cap. There was no further growth there, unfortunately. So I was let go, and I started my own thing probably within 3 months of being let go. And we've been going strong ever since.